more information.
Those were the Knicks diehard fans still hanging on.
The place was packed at the start, but a lot of fans have headed for the exits here. So this one has not been for the faint of heart. Knicks shooting is 29%. Miami, meantime, Clyde is 55%. Looking like a team that's played together for months, let alone just a couple of days.
Yeah, excellent cohesion, continuity, spontaneity by the Heat. Phenomenal shooting. I mean, everything has worked well for them. But the catalyst has been their defense, keeping the Knicks out of the paint, harassing them on the perimeter.
Chris Smith defending Travis Leslie underneath. Rare miss.
Leslie has shown a good game.
Leslie 6 of 9 shooting, has 14 points to lead all scorers. No one back for Nunnally. And Miami builds on its lead now at 41 points.
It's going to be close to a records bureau.
Glad I know this is summer league, but this is not something that Herb Williams or any of these coaches want to have to experience. There's Terrence Jennings fouled, barreling up the floor.
And come on, you got to commend the Heat. I mean, look at the overwhelming score. They're still picking the Knicks up in the backcourt, continue to double team, and taking a lot of pride in the way they're playing out here tonight.
Clyde, the biggest margin of victory in a Vegas Summer League game was 50. That was a Houston Lakers game here last year. Houston winning that game. And that is not out of the realm of possibility at this point. Knicks just can't find any offense. Tyler misfires. Eloy Vargas fouled on a putback. There's the acting head coach of this Miami Heat Summer League team, Dan Craig. You wouldn't know, Clyde, if he's up by 41 or down 41, but his team has looked very good, very impressive.
He better keep his NBA ID with him. Go ahead up there. I'm the coach. They probably won't let him in.
Lawrence Frank had that same issue for a number of years. But Dan Craig and his staff very pleased with what they've seen tonight. We saw Eric Spoelstra here earlier in the week. What an offseason it's been for the Miami Heat franchise. With back-to-back NBA titles. Still basking in the glow. Clyde, you know what that's like.
Yep, if I could do it over, I'd bask longer. When you're playing, you take it for granted, folks. Like Felton was saying, you take a couple of weeks off, then you get right back into it, and you do that for most of your career. So if I could do it over, I definitely would relish it more. And then when you're winning them, you think it's never going to end. You think every year you're going to be there. So this carnage continues by the Heat, slamming and jamming in transition that time.
Mick Kabongo, the young man out of Texas, with a lob pass, and Travis Leslie, the exclamation point.
Knicks are being embarrassed. Continue to put on a clinic.
This finish underneath by James. There's Norris Cole is in the house here in Miami. Just wrapped up his second season in the NBA. Another look, Clyde, at the alley-oop finish.
Yep, it's been mesmerizing play. Intoxicating stuff this time by the Heat as they continue to run and gun. Much to the delight of the people that are still here, so they continue to pour it on the Knicks.
Well, Norris Cole has to be thinking, boy, we could take some of these guys to training camp, and have looked awfully impressive. Baron Davis walking by our table here among the many NBA stars. There's Norris Cole. And there's Baron Davis, not far from his hometown. Spent a part of his offseason in LA.
Talking to the to-be commissioner now.
Adam Silver to his left. All the power players from the NBA are here in Vegas this week. German Tyler whistled underneath. 79-36, 18 seconds to play in this third quarter. There are some murmurs, Clyde, of Barron perhaps attempting a comeback. Of course, hasn't played since that devastating knee injury at the end of the 2011-2012 season.
Well, one of the hardest things for guys to do, Spiro, is to walk away from the game. And, you know, that's where he is now, at the fork in the road. With all of his injuries, it's going to be very difficult, I think, for him to make it back.
Well, Barron's one of the few guys that actually has some real interests in other hobbies. Of course, has a long-time production company based out of L.A.
That's another reason he's not desperate for the money.
Right.
So.
Rare perimeter jump shot meantime for the Knicks. Eloy Vargas, the 6'11" center. As the final seconds come off the clock, and we reach the end of the third quarter here at KNICKS Pavilion in Las Vegas. Not the kind of night these Knicks were hoping for down